My comments were directed to Disco, who all of a sudden is appearing on a JerichKO podcast, and all of a sudden, overnight, his tune about the WWE just magically changes because now he's on a Chris Jericho podcast. It's got nothing to do with Jericho. It's all about that loser over there.
First of all, okay,
yeah.
you are distorting the reality and distorting the facts, which is what you always do. Okay, I do not. First, to repeat this again. Okay, I do not. It's not that I'm putting over the WWE. It's like the show. We know the show is not that great, which is why we elect. Conan 2 does this. We can't watch the show from start to finish. We elect to watch a show on DVR and fast forward it to the parts that we like. So why? Let me
point something out to you because you just said it. You just said it, bro. Let me point something out to you. A month ago, you would come on my show and you would say Raw stinks. And bro, I could pull up a million clips. I'll pull up a million clips of you saying the show stinks. Now all of a sudden we're on Chris Jericho's podcast and it's, we all know the show's not that good. Bro, there's a huge difference between the show being not that good and stinking, but it no longer stinks to you because you're on Jericho's podcast.
The other day, when we called you, you're always jovial. You're always amiable. What a great word for a Latino. Always in a good mood. Such in a good mood that you would get me in a good mood. So I never, and we were going to review an album on your show. You've been smoking the pot, and bro, it's like the other day when I talked to you, I know that you told me you had just erased 30 videos. I don't know how that's even possible.
What moron does that? Okay, go keep going.
That. And then,
can I say something? You know what the problem is, Conan?
Yeah.
I don't like Disco.
All right.
I don't like him. I don't like anything about him. He's got no integrity. 1 week he rips the show. The next week, we're not going to pass judgment because I'm on Chris Jericho's show. And he gets to me. He affects my mood, Conan. He affects my mood.
Mine too. But let me ask you a question. I don't understand why you sit there even high trying to watch a show for 3 whole hours. I mean, do you watch like a porno the whole fucking thing through? I mean,
no, but Conan, listen to me.
Good parts. Yeah.
No, Conan, I tried to explain it to the dummy over there, but he didn't listen to me. You'll listen to me, Conan. You're a sensible guy. Conan, I have people that pay for my Raw review.
Right.
So what happened was, bro, I was doing it just like you said, bro. Like I was skimming over the show because there was nothing to talk about. And my paid customers let me know.
Okay, yeah.
They literally wanted me to go segment through segment and talk about everything on the show. So the fact that they're my paying customers, I said, okay, you're paying me. I will sit there. I will watch the show for 3 hours and I will go through it segment by segment. Conan, for the record, I want you and everybody else to know I don't like Disco that much, and that's a shoot.
No, I neither do I, but still, I like chopping it up with him. The one thing that I couldn't believe that I had asked you, I was like, wow, if you don't like this, then fuck, what could you like on the show? I remember I had asked you don't like Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. And you,
I don't. I didn't like it last night either.
What?
Bro, here's the thing. Both of these guys are great performers. Okay, bro? But you have to understand, at the end of the day, Conan, even for you, to some extent, even though you were a lot better, and of course these two are better than the average wrestler, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day, you guys are wrestlers, and that is what you do best. You're not professional writers. So, when you do promos and when you do little skits and stuff like that, Bro, it's nice to have a professional writer, give you some material, give you some lines that are funny. So, you're just not carrying it with your personality. Bro, every great comedian has writers. They write some of their stuff. They don't write all of it. They have writers. I feel that these two could be phenomenal if somebody would actually take the time and give them material and just concentrate on writing for the both of them, so you could take something that's mediocre and put it over the top with the material and the writing. I don't feel they're getting that, and that's not a knock on Owens or Jericho. Writers need to step up and take something that's good and make it great with dialogue.
I don't think the dialogue has been that bad. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's.
But Glenn, listen to what you're saying. Wait, wait. Let me just say this. Listen to do you hear what you just said? I don't think the dialogue has been that bad. Bro, I don't want the dialogue to not be that bad. As a writer, I feel the dialogue should be great. Bro, I was doing my Attitude Era show today. Mick Foley and Al Snow were tag teaming. Okay, bro? And they were sitting there burying each other's gimmick. Mick Foley's burying the head. Al Snow is burying Mr. Sacco. It was freaking gold, bro. It was genius. It was great. So when I sit there and I say, oh, Owens and Jericho, oh, that wasn't that bad. Bro, I don't want wrestling to just not be that bad. I want it to be great.
Let me finish what I was trying to say, okay? Because you missed. Here's the problem, Vince, is when you have fans today, and the fans like everybody, give or take a few people, okay? What Chris Jericho is trying to do, and he's trying to bring Kevin Owens in with him, is you're trying to be as disliked by as many people as possible, which means your interviews can't be like The Rock or like Steve Austin, or like, you gotta say some corny stuff that makes you unlikable, that makes you kind of like geeky, that makes it hard for people to cheer for you.
Take away the cool factor.
But take away the cool factor. So because the thing is, bro, what is obviously is working is you don't like it either. So you're not going to applaud for him when he goes out there. So if there's other people that were fans of him that were probably going to applaud for him, maybe they're not going to applaud for him either.
Look, let me tell you something. You as a former writer, and that's what I was doing in AAA for like the last 10 years. I was writing also. So obviously when we know like what we're capable of, and we see the shit that they put out there, because their writing is pretty bad. Right. Could be way better with their resources, and getting, they have the same ability they have to recruit, this world-class talent in the ring and in the broadcast booth and all that. They could do the same thing for their writers. Why they haven't done so is very irritating, not just to former writers, but the fans. But at the end of the day, not looking at it at such a deep level, I think I like what they're doing, because so many heels don't know how to get heat. So many heels don't have heat, and so many heels think it's cool to like have dual chants. You're dividing the public, and so at the end of the day, I like what Chris and Owens does, whether, we're on the Jericho network or not. When he does something that sucks, I am going to say it. Boom.
But your whole problem still lies with the fact that you watched the show from start to finish for 3 hours. And this is what you get out of it. Bitterness. Me and Conan, you can't knock me and Conan for DVRing the show and just watching what we want to watch. And it's not because we're Chris Jericho's show. It's because that's what
let me tell you something.
The show's not that good.
Let me break the news to you. Okay? For the last 3 weeks, okay, I have smoked pot during the show because I used to get very, 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 and bitter is the wrong word. But what Glenn, you use the word bitter. What is it I'm bitter about? Explain that to me. Go ahead, bro. What is it when you use the word bitter? What am I bitter about?
I don't care what you may not be bitter, bro. I'm saying you sound bitter.
Yeah, the word you're looking for is frustrated. There's a big difference, bro, between frustrated and bitter. And as a former writer of the show, it is frustrating to see how bad the writing is with the talent pool they have. So, because I used to get very frustrated watching the show, knowing how good it could be if they had good writers, the last 3 weeks I smoked pot during the show. And bro, when I smoke the pot during the show, what happens is I don't care. Like, I have a feeling like I'm going to sit here and watch this show for 3 hours, and I don't care.